What's up, YouTube? It's Dom Universe. Feeling kind of good today. My day actually almost over, even though it's only 7 and the sun's still out. But listen, I just thought some people needed to hear this, especially people on a spiritual path, or somebody who's had a spiritual awakening or wants to have one, or someone who is on a spiritual path or trying to get into spirituality is what I mean. If you are already in a relationship, right, and your partner isn't on a spiritual path, now listen, before I get into this is not going to happen in every relationship. It just depends on the circumstances. But this happens very often, and I've experienced firsthand myself. But listen, if you're a person on a spiritual path and you in a relationship already, and your partner is not on the spiritual path or doesn't want to, there's a high chance that, especially if your third eye opens up, that you're going to want to break up with that person, and you're already going to have lost interest. I know I had to get probably the worst part I had to get the worst part first. Now, secondly, if you a person on the spiritual path and in a relationship, let's say you were in the relationship, and then while in the relationship, sometime during, you had a spiritual awakening. A high chance is you went vegan, or you're going to go vegan, right? Or you are a vegan, and your partner is a carnivore. When your partner is eating or cooking meat, the scent may make you sick. And why would you want to leave the house just because your partner is cooking meat? And if your partner eats meat, if your partner is a carnivore, just imagine that person's personality based off what they eat. Because knowing about energy and how it transfers or stays in the food after the animal is killed, tortured, it still releases stress hormones. It causes depression, anxiety, mood swings, etc. Imagine you're going to look at your partner different when you have this spiritual awakening. You're going to be the one who changes your diet. Now, you can try to get your partner to change their diet, but it's not like you can make them change it. One thing I noticed while I'm vegan, as a vegan, is being a vegan be pissing people off. Because if you a vegan, you like to drink high pH water or alkaline water. You like to eat vegetables, fruits, and beans, seeds, wheat. You like to eat food that's made out of beans, like vegan meat that's not made out of meat. Your partner is going to look at you. Your partner who isn't on the spiritual path is going to look at you, and they may even look at you funny. Simple as that. Like, another thing, the third thing, you're going to, this is not 100%, because this is not every time, because everybody don't do the same things. But the third thing is, when you're on the spiritual path and your partner isn't, it's a high chance that you're going to lose interest in sex. Now, imagine when you lose interest in sex and your partner wants to have sex with you. There is such thing as spiritual sex, but how is your partner going to know how to do that or want to do that if they're not on a spiritual path or even be interested in that, especially if they don't know anything about spirituality or how the body works? Inner peace. You're telling your partner, you're going to often tell your partner you don't want to have sex or you don't feel like it. Imagine how your partner gonna feel. Depressed, insecure, probably think you wanna never probably they're probably going to think you're unattracted to them, because you're already going to be a new person, so they going to know that you're a different person. It's a possibility that they're going to look for that sexual attention from somewhere else. Fourth thing, you like to meditate. Now, I know it's very, very, very important to have alone time. But sometimes you want to do things you like to do with your partner. And your partner may not want to come meditate with you at all, period, or think that it's stupid. One thing I experienced in a past relationship, right, is I remember recommending meditation. I've always been on the path of self-improvement before I was into spirituality, right? And I remember recommending meditation to my partner, my ex. And she actually threw a little fit and told me that it doesn't work and that it's bull crap. You know, when things like that happen, and being that meditation is one of the most powerful and important things a human can possibly do in their life, it brings internal peace, which is important. When you have internal peace, it attracts external peace to you. So if you meditate and your partner doesn't want to meditate with you on times that you want to do it with them, how that's going to sometimes make you feel some type of way. Because it's not like you always want to meditate alone, especially when you're dating someone. You want your partner to do things with you too that you're interested in. You wanna do spiritual practices with your partner, but your partner not into spirituality. Your partner may be atheist or into religion. When you are spiritual, you are not into religion. I mean, there is some spiritual elements in religion. Christians even got their own form of meditation. But everybody isn't a Christian, right? So another thing, you're going to look at your partner different. This is number 5. You're going to look at your partner different. These are all possibilities. These are not 100%, because sometimes your partner may want to do these things with you based off the fact that they don't want to leave you or that they support you. But anyway, number 5, you're going to look at your partner different. You're either going to look at them as someone who doesn't take care of themselves, or you're going to look at them as one with you, a part of you, because you love your partner. I mean, now if you looking at them like something other than that, I mean, it's not always going to be a bad outlook that you have on them, because you could have a very kind partner, but that doesn't mean your partner is going to want to be on a spiritual path with you. They may support you. They may be kind enough to tell you something like, "Oh babe, I support you," or "Do this," or I believe in you, etc. But that partner is still not going to be doing what you want to do. I mean, sometimes they may come and do the activity with you, but does that mean that they're into it? It doesn't. It doesn't always mean that. These things happen for a reason. Like I tell people, when they break up, these relationships are meant to happen. They're experiences, they're lessons to be taught. So a lot of people, including myself, get into relationships and it could be a bad relationship, and at the end of the relationship you have a spiritual awakening. These things happen. Some of these relationships are meant for you to have your spiritual awakening. Don't let a person knock you off your spiritual path. Although everyone has some spirituality to them, everyone isn't spiritual. You wanna take care of yourself. When you have a spiritual awakening, you're gonna find or have a newfound love for yourself. And when somebody doesn't want to engage with you in the things that you want to do, you're gonna look at that like, okay, I love myself too much. Why be with somebody who doesn't care or want to do the things or be interested in the things I'm interested in, right? It's not like you have to make somebody be interested, but at the same time, why would you want to give your energy over and over excessively, repetitively to someone for them to do what you want to do, or not to do what you want to do, but like it's sometimes your partner ought to do things in moderation with you, like meditation. And I feel like if somebody doesn't want to meditate, sit alone in quietness and work on themselves, how are you going to find inner peace? You can't depend on people for inner peace. You can't depend on external things for inner peace. This is why it's good to meditate with a partner. You can even connect with your partner with meditation. Spirituality is a powerful thing. Now here's the sixth thing. If your third eye open in your relationship and you on the spiritual path and your partner isn't, I mean, listen, you're going to lose interest in a lot of things. And I'm telling you, if you lose interest in your partner, you cannot sit there and act like you care for your partner. I'm not telling anybody to break up with their partner. I'm saying if you can, try to attempt to get them on the spiritual path with you. You can't make them, but you can attempt to get them to. Suggest it to them. Recommend it to them. You know, a relationship is not going to work out that well. It's a higher chance that you're going to break up with that partner more than it is a chance that you're going to stay with that person. You're going to realize that person isn't your twin flame. That's all I really wanted to talk about. Sex may become something you only want to do when it's time to procreate, make a baby. And not everybody is ready for a baby. And you may want to stop having sex, period, just to retain your life force, your sexual life force, your energy, your kundalini. Because the more you ejaculate, the more you weaken your kundalini, your life force, your sexual energy. But that's it. I love y'all. Dom Winner's taking off. Peace.